LEGO Star Wars 3 The Clone Wars walkthrough for SpaceTopGames.com. This is the Rookies level of the General Grievous branch of levels, if you want to call it that. And this has got to be my favorite level in this entire game. It is, especially near the end, it is just amazing. And it's kind of insane what the new engine is able to do. It actually shows what it can do. And anyway, so you need to build this crane so you can go down, and if it's kind of interesting because if one of you can get about halfway down, the other person can just fall, and you don't have to use the lift or the cord on the way down. And then there's going to be a kind of a boss you have to fight, and it's going to include breaking off his eye protectors and then shooting him a lot. And he's this weird worm thing. This part, if you ask me, they made this part way too drawn out than it needed to be, because all you need to do is, as soon as he comes out, shoot him once, and then one of his hearts disappears, and you have to wait for him to stop his violent attacking of the floor. And when that happens, you shoot him again, but for some reason he did it twice here. Usually he only does it once. And this part was just really unnecessary. I'm sure it happened in the series, but I mean, come on. Or maybe he has 4 hearts. However many hearts he has, but this part in the game, they just, I don't know, this must have just been a time extender, gameplay time extender or something, so it just took too long. And it's not as long as I'm saying it is, but it's just like, why? But he just does this, and really all you have to do is sit here and just aim at him with your reticules and break off part of his face. Eventually he moves over to the other side and puts out those fires by a rock slide or something, and by eventually I mean right here. So he walks up there and apparently does not put out the fires, but gives you a way to get across them by building a spiraling bridge, or a circular bridge, an octagon bridge, which, how cool would that be if bridges could just fold up and then they, I know the army has them, but I mean every day if there's a river you need to get over, you pull a mini bridge out of your pocket and toss it over, and yeah, I don't know. So at this point you'll get the bazooka clone and a clone with a minigun that can destroy golden objects, which finally you get one that can destroy them on your own instead of relying on a bunch of stupid AIs to do it. So get rid of the rest of this stupid worm as soon as you can, and I'm sure he has a signed Star Wars name that I am completely missing, and someone's gonna call me stupid for later, because that's just the way YouTube is. There's no fighting it. So after it dies, very slowly and apparently very painfully, you have to use its hard-scaled or hardened body to get up to the top, and it after you build this thing, of course, because obviously you just slide down its body, even though I'm sure you could climb up it, but no. You have to build stairs across it. It's not really that's not really a problem though. So anyway, then you have to use the minigun guy, which there really is no aiming. You just gotta keep shooting. If you press and hold the fire button, then you will shoot constantly. And then you have to grapple over here, and I'm gonna blow up these rocks right here, but just because I can, and I think because you're supposed to. So anyway, once you get over to this side, this is when you can blow up all of these silver objects, and you would think that's when you can escape, but there's a whole other part about to happen, and it's actually the best part in this entire game, I think. This is so much fun, but you need to steal the hat from that droid, the commander droid, and then open up the doors and walk on in. And in here you need to destroy as many, well, destroy all the droids, and trying to remember exactly what happens. I know what happens after this room, but okay, never mind. Nothing happens in that room besides what I thought it did. So anyway, here I get to be the bazooka clone, which, not the bazooka clone, the minigun clone, which is just so much fun. You just walk into this endless line of droids and just get to blow them all up. And you're gonna have to kind of hide in the back here for the golden box so you can get that thing out. And of course the droids shoot me there. And it's kind of a weird spot. You have to kind of be right there and then aim at it and just keep shooting, and there it goes. And of course, pay attention to Scar on the left after he respawns, so you can, so you know where to get the other two that you need. But of course, you can just ride on through here with this one, and there's a button you're gonna have to, like a pressure plate, you're gonna have to push down so you can continue on, and then you just pretty much right here, if you put this over to this door, you can get off and go back because you won't be able to do anything more until Scar finishes. And you can pull that thing up the wall for another minikit, but right there, Scar puts one in there, and then he has to get the other. And for me, I go back and shoot the endless wave of droids, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of cool because later, even I think we show it pretty soon. You can see me, if you look through the window out there where you can see the droids filing out, you can see me shooting the droids out through that window, which is kind of amazing how even though you're split between a stupid barrier, you are still in the same area, it's still in the same plane, I guess. But I don't know, it's something new that I thought was pretty cool, and this new engine just, this part is just so much fun. But of course, Scar gets the boring way where he has to use his bazooka to blow up everything, and yeah, the boring way. There are other golden crates you can destroy if you want, but I don't know, it seems kind of hard, not really worth my time. But right there you can see out there that you can actually see me shooting them all, but because we're recording, we don't want to waste too much time, so Scar just goes over here and gets the last crate as soon as he can. And then once he does that, the other door opens, the light thingamajig opens, and then you have to move the third one in. And before I did that one, Scar actually went over and blew up a bunch of them with his bazooka, because why not? I mean, the best level, you're gonna have some fun. So once that light or laser barrier goes down, just move the third one over, have some fun with the endless droids if you want to, and you'll be done with the rookies level.